unthread from quitting YouTube.
Ooh.
It's been 2 weeks now since Sticks last uploaded to either YouTube or Rumble. He says, Team YouTube, I have almost 500,000 subs, which I find hilarious because he did have 500,000 subscribers, but now he doesn't because he's a vampire bum.
Oh.
And he says, but you just made it impossible to log in. Now, everybody in chat, do any of you have problems logging in?
No.
I've been banned and I can still log into YouTube.
Yeah.
So you got to really wonder like how this retard manages to fuck this shit up, really. But he says you made it impossible to log in. Your company will fail with such actions. No, actually, I don't think Google's going anywhere, but I think you will be going to prison or to the grave in short order.
That's what everyone says when they're banned or they have problems. They go, YouTube fail. Yeah,
somebody
go to
just said Cyrax can log in. Cyrax is
that's fucking dark.
I think Chris Chan has figured out how to sign in. DSP figures out how to sign in. But Sticks can't.
I know how to sign in.
Oh, no.
It's over.
That's tough, buddy.
It's over.
Okay, here we have the Elijah Schaefer segment, everybody. So just to give you some background on who Elijah Schaefer is. Elijah Schaefer had a show on The Blaze. He's an allegedly conservative TradCon host. Now he's gone over to the Groypers, which is more of his natural alignment, because the thing with Elijah Schaefer is he's a homosexual. He's gay. Like, he's actually an admitted homosexual, and his wife has left him for being gay. Now, his wife has claimed that he was getting with 16-year-old boys. Okay.
Oh.
That's the shit that his wife said. And when we first caught a glimpse of Elijah and covered him on this show, he was in the midst of a saga where he was clearly losing his mind on drugs. He had claimed his vehicle had been stolen by like customs or something. He was claiming he couldn't find his wife and kids. Now, in reality, his wife and kids had fled from him because he was an abusive psychopath, homosexual. But he was claiming that he didn't know where they were. He was like clearly flying on drugs, wandering around this hotel, which was like the back rooms, and it was like water was dripping from the ceiling.
Yeah,
and it was
everybody was
speculating that he must have killed his wife and kids and all this stuff. So we have a parody of that moment where he was wandering around. So this is like a PlayStation 1 Silent Hill parody here. This is fucking Kino. I have it. It's right here. It's this
Davis Dawnstar. Yeah, no, I'm just saying his name. Davis Dawnstar on Twitter. I'll retweet it again. This is actually the highest effort I've ever seen.
And then we're going to show you some clips of Elijah so that you can kind of understand what we're dealing with leading up to the crazy drunken pill stream that he did yesterday, where he was completely blacked out of his mind, zooted on the air, and his staff had to try and tard wrangle him, but his gay autism could not be contained. Okay. And it was Kino.
Okay, here we go.
So let's start off here. This is just for fun. This is a rendition of him wandering around.
Yo! Some said PS2. No, this is the PS1 animation.
Yes.
Look at this.
This is so high up.
No one believes me that my life doesn't make any sense right now. But this is the way back to my hotel room, and it doesn't make any sense. This is very weird. What's going on here, okay? It's very bizarre. So there's some water moving.
Yeah, the fucking, like the text when you investigate something. That's so good.
Okay, cool. Won't walk in that. My feet are wet. And then we got some flooding, I guess? Okay, it's falling on me. But what even is going on, right?
Is this AI? CGI or actually like modeled?
I think the guy did it himself. I think
it's really modeled. Like Davis,
it's an insane amount of effort. Now somebody said we saw this before. No, we saw a different parody.
Yeah, we saw the other parody. Yeah.
And actually rest. But then I have what?
This really happened. Like
Dr. Pepper.
He picked up like an item. Yo, that's so fucking high effort, dude.
Very weird.
No.
Okay.
Wow.
So our next clip is older, and we're gonna kind of cover the months that we've missed of Elijah.
Okay.
So this is like shortly after last we saw him. He was having to go to court and he was having to do a drug test for his legal issues. Okay. So he's come up with an excuse for why he's going to fail the drug test. Let's have a listen.
Okay.
By the way, we got shrapnel stars for 5 stars. So Alamakos goes, what the fuck? He looks so gay. I'm so glad immediately somebody who's never seen him, their first reaction was that. Because it was for me as well. Like when I started watching these clips, because I'm not very familiar with Elijah Schaefer.
Me either.
Jaden does a lot of Elijah Schaefer coverage. Shout out Jaden McNeil. Go follow Jaden McNeil here on Kick. If you want more of this Elijah Schaefer coverage, go to Jaden. He's like a regular lolcow on the Jaden McNeil program, and he covers his daily antics. But you guys are just going to get the sizzle reel here. You're going to get the real highlights of this fucking guy. I had no idea it was as bad as this. I was actually blown away as I was putting this together.
It's that bad?
You'll see. This one's pretty tame, but it gets crazier and crazier.
Okay, cool. We got Xenostar Empire for 5 subs. 10,
and Jer's greasy beard for 5 subs.
5 subs.
Cookie Face 69 for a sub as well.
Let's go. 10,000 viewers. Holy shit. Let's go.
Working on Ninja.
And thanks to Kick for front page. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Shoes. They take up the so I have a
wait. Who?
Working on
Ninja shoes.
Whoa.
Take up the I have
handler.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I honestly have no idea who the fuck these people are.
Agent
so here's
Smith?
the thing. So you look at this studio, right? You look at like it's like the InfoWars studio or something like that. Like super high production value, right? Like he has a whole team of staff, but yet he gets like less than 100 viewers live.
Really?
He has no replay views. Yeah, the thing is, he has no audience. He has no following. But what he does have is connections with what I call the Rainbow Mafia. So this is a bunch of like homosexuals within right wing that push this guy. They astroturf this guy for whatever reason. And I mean, the real reason is that he sucks dick and services them behind the scene. Really.
Allegedly, in our opinion. Yep. All right.
In reality, in fact, but yes.
In reality, in fact.
I have a stab wound in my hand right here. I don't know if we can see that. Yeah. I have a stab wound. So yes, I'm going to take a drug test soon, and it's going to show up for opiates because I was prescribed pain medication.
Yeah, no, that's how it works, bro. Yeah, no. So what happened? Guy clearly stabbed himself to come up with an excuse for why he's going to fail the drug test. Like, he's obviously on fucking drugs. Everybody knows the fucking guy's on drugs. This is ridiculous. Like, come on. You don't get prescribed. Listen, doctors don't hand out opiate prescriptions anymore like that. You don't just get an opiate prescription because you have a boo-boo on your hand, bro. Yeah. Stop it.
That's for like,
stop it.
You know, like you broke something or you've really severely injured yourself.
He doesn't have a script, right? So it's not even for the court. It's for the audience. Yes. They're going to give you fucking oxys for? They're not going to give you oxys.
What the
fuck?
Suck
it up, buddy. Take a leave or a Tylenol. You're going to be fine, bud. Holy fuck. He slid into second base too hard and got a fucking rug burn. And now he's on oxys.
And on the left there, he stole Fuentes' background a little bit on the left. The tree and the wood panels, like same as Fuentes.
Fuentes stole that from other people. That's just kind of like, the look now of like the premium show.
Oh yeah, okay. That's our
By the way, we got
studio.
Oblivious Icarus for 10 subs. Milo for 5 subs as well. Okay, let's continue.
All right, here we go.
Test soon, and it's going to show up for opiates because I was prescribed pain medication for that. And that's totally fine, a drug test to have prescription medication in your system. But I was thinking about this. I have to use machines right now at the gym. I'm back at the gym. I'm back on TRT, as everyone should be over 30. And I go into the
buddy,
gym.
Not everybody that's 30 needs TRT. So he's low T. He's T. He's gay. Okay. So now this is now where it starts to get kind of crazy. Okay. This clip, I fucking died laughing. Just watch this. This is some of the gayest shit you'll ever hear.
And we will legalize piss drinking.
What? Hold on. What? What?
Wait.
That's his grandson. And we will legalize drinking piss. You might take our land, but you'll never take our piss drinking, you tyrant. So I wasn't aware it was illegal. You know what I mean? Like, Review Tech could tell you about that. He watches that shit.
Why is he saying this?
Well, bring it back.
I've heard of some drinking piss and we will legalize piss drinking. I've heard of some drinking piss since a family member went to Berghain.
What? Okay, pause.
Wait.
So now
what?
his family member is drinking piss. Are you sure it's not? Are you sure it's not you that's drinking piss, Elijah? But like, imagine throwing your member under the bus that they drink piss. Maybe that's the base thing to do. I don't know. I don't know.
But why?
Sex club where they say that there's a guy.
Wait, what?
The sex club where they drink piss.
Okay, wait, no.
I swear, bro. The more he goes on with this, the more I'm like, no. He's the one drinking. He's the one drinking the piss, buddy.
What family member would be drinking piss and tell, hey, I was at the sex club and I drank a bucket of piss?
Your right-wing traditional conservative.
Oh, yeah. What the fuck?
Stands at the end of the, it's called troughing.
Yeah.
What?
Did you hear his co-host? Like, like his co-host.
Has anyone, like, this is a known thing. It is known, Khaleesi. No, it is not. Okay? Like, I've never heard of this before. And we're internet people. Have you ever heard of troughing, Andy?
Never in my life, not one time.
How many of you that don't watch Jaden to have seen this clip before have ever heard of troughing? No one's ever
Press
heard of
one
this. Like,
if you have.
I've heard it called water sports.
Yeah,
but I've never heard
golden shower.
Yes.
Golden shower.
I've never heard of troughing. Okay, this is some insane shit. Okay,
well, Senor Dog in chat pressed 1.
That's
so
suspect.
Senor Crack Dog, you're on watch.
We stand at the end of the urinals and they pee into your mouth and you pee.
The what?
What?
Yo,
What?
Dude.
You sit at the end of the urinals and they pee in your mouth. But why do you need the urinals in order for, like, it's strange, isn't it?
Isn't it strange to have a old VHS recorder as a prop in the background? Like,
well, yeah, it is. Of all the things to analyze, though, like, but Andy, of all the things to pick out in this scene, you're talking about the
I'm imagining films of drinking the piss. Like, it's like a very sexual thing, isn't it? Right? And fucking, just saying.
What?
It's sus. It is sus.
The troughing. This guy's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Troughing, buddy.
Dude.
Yeah, troughing.
Troughing?
Yeah, so you become a trough for piss. You're a urine garbler.
Buddy, his jaw is
urine
fucking
garbler?
raw. His jaw is
so you become,
look at his jaw. He's like
on drugs. He's fucked up.
A trough for piss. You're a garbler. But like
a urine garbler.
Some people are starting to recognize maybe we do need some of these radical young people to set the record straight.
About urine garbling? We need the radical young people to rise up and legalize troughing. No, Elijah, we don't actually.
That's very fucked. Okay.
This shows
we have another one.
Very, very loud clip.
Been dedicated to the truth from day one, and we've gotten shit and pissed on.
Okay. Pissed on.
So this is starting to become, it's a fixation. He seems to bring up getting pissed on and drinking piss often.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Like a hot 19-year-old Ukrainian.
Okay, wait. Hang on.
Whoa,
We've gotten shit and pissed on. We're like a hot 19-year-old Ukrainian on a yacht in Dubai. People are taking shits on our chest, pissing in our mouths.
I wouldn't.
Did this happen to him?
This is no, it obviously has. This is like his fantasy. Like he's rock hard while he's saying this shit.
He's very detailed and specific about these.
Because
you're
why?
Conservative commentator, sir.
You know,
because we're little dirty sluts escaping a war while our men die. It's because we stand for the truth here, and we don't care if we're liked or disliked. It's about reality check, bitch.
Okay, how gay could you be?
How was the gayest thing ever?
That was fucking bitch.
Man. Okay, so now it's gonna get even crazier. Okay. Well, this one honestly, I don't know. It's debatable which is crazier. Let's continue.
Okay.
That when I did these drugs and kind of saw other dimensions, I'm like, and I saw like demons and stuff, and I'm like, you know, I told you I got possessed by a demon at one point. That's what really woke me up. A spirit entered my body.
Oh my God, the drug cope. I was possessed.
You were MT, buddy.
Yeah.
Like you were high on drugs. You weren't actually possessed by a demon, bro. Come on.
That's fucking stupid.
And it was like, you know, absolutely nuts. I wasn't tripping at the time.
Yeah, you were.
By the way, like the demon entered his body. Did it through his bum? Was it Milo?
It was cock-shaped demon.
Those cock demons just keep entering Elijah's bum, buddy. It's not his fault. It's demonic entities possessing his prostate, bro. It's not his fault.
I wasn't tripping. Yeah.
Somebody else was. And I touched them and a spirit entered my I wasn't tripping at the time. But somebody else was. And I touched them and a spirit entered.
Okay, so someone else is high. You touch them and you absorb the high?
No, he didn't absorb the high. He's claiming high. But that a demon, because they were high, they were possessed by demons. So then when you touched him, the demon entered into his asshole and milked his prostate.
Okay.
Yes.
Who watches this shit? No, seriously.
Nobody does. Nobody does.
Thank God.
The only people watching this are people that make fun of him. I'm not kidding. Like it's
fair.
It's just Jaden and the lads.
Thank God.
There's a personal pocket lolcow of Jaden McNeil.
We might have to start watching. This is fucking ridiculous.
In my body, and this is not a joke, and I've talked about it many times. And I felt like my soul. I don't know how to explain it, but the best way I can explain it is Spy Kids when they fall into the whole.
The best way I can explain it is Spy Kids. Right. If your mind is immediately going to Spy Kids, I spy with my little eye. You know, like what's wrong with you, bro? You're fucking like 50 years old.
Yeah.
And your frame of reference is Spy Kids? Okay.
It's actually Spy Kids 2 when they fell in the hole.
3D.
3D! Spy Kids 3D!
He's spying out kids.
No!
It never has a bottom and it just goes forever. You felt like you were detached from all reality.
Yeah, this sounds like drugs. Doesn't it sound like
he was obviously on hallucinogenic drugs. It's just what happened.
Or DMT,
yes.
And you had fallen in you and you couldn't, like, you were in your body, but you couldn't move it.
And his wife's
opinion. Yeah, that sounds like 8 grams of shrooms to me, bud.
And you had fallen in you and you couldn't, like, you were in your body, but you couldn't move it. And I wasn't tripping at the time.
Yeah. Okay. So next, we have a really crazy one. Okay. So Elijah brought on a shirtless man in a ski mask as his featured guest. And this guy advocates something called the cuck pill. And what he says is the most base thing you can be is to be a cuck, and it will change your life. So Elijah, for whatever reason, brought this guy on. And he's debating with this guy that actually it's not being cucked that's the most based. It's having gay sex with your bros.
What? What the fuck are you talking about?
This is the real Nazi shit.
Don Flurgandy for 5 subs. What's going on, man? Congrats on all the success, dude. Okay, is this like an act at this point?
I'd love to see you in a traditional format, and I'd love to have you on the show in person, by the way.
So you want to bring this shirtless man in his ski mask to his studio in person.
Oh, God.
Gee, I wonder why. Is it so he can suck his cock or get fucked up the ass? Because that's why.
Okay.
You know?
I'd love you to come out for like a week, actually.
He'd love you to come out of the closet and come into his ass. Yeah. It all adds up.
By the way, the clock on the wall cringe.
For a week, by the way.
No, look, yeah, a week,
bro,
a full
this is
week.
like the War Corp 666 LARP.
Yeah, yes, it does.
Where you have to have, you're a worldly man of culture, and you have to know like what time it is everywhere in the world. Even though if you had any sort of fucking reasoning, you could know like, oh, London's 5 hours ahead of the East Coast, or what? You know what I mean? Why couldn't you just do the math yourself? Like, it's just such a LARP. You know what I mean?
It is. It's to look
and
cool.
You have to,
like Larry
you have
King.
to label. You have to label it above. Like, you can't even remember the middle clock's London, the far right is Asia. You know what I mean?
and it's printed pieces of paper at different fonts.
To be honest, you can also just do it on your desktop. Like, we have the technology on your phone or your computer. You don't need to have physical analog clocks on the wall, you know. But anyway.
You're like 4 days.
Yeah, I love Asia is one time zone, by the way.
Now, I wouldn't do
He must mean like, does he, where does he mean in Asia? It's only the largest continent, you know.
do this, but I know this guy.
Asia.
With platinum blonde hair. You're going to like him.
Okay, what?
Whoa, buddy, this is gay. This is some gay shit. I have this buddy, long blonde. You're going to love him.
Platinum blonde hair, he said.
Platinum blonde. The zest is thick.
And look, this guy is hard now. You could see in his eyes. Look, you could see him going, really? Oh, God, there you go. Really?
It's the day of tech errors. It's okay.
Really? Yeah, I have no, you know what? It's
They're
the full
pointing out in
moon.
chat, Asia has 11 time zones.
No way. It does? That's crazy. What
it's the largest continent.
No, I know, but like that's crazy. To have it say Asia here, he probably means Japan. Let's be fucking real.
Let's be real. He's either Japan or China.
And you're going to fuck some bitches together. Because, you know, here's the last red pill that people don't know. People are really like, oh, threesomes. Oh, my dream. It's like 2 girls. Bro, listen.
Oh, no. No. Hang on.
Oh, no. This is the final red pill by the Peter Thiel Rainbow Mafia land, guys. It's not the JQ. It's actually that you don't want to have a threesome with 2 chicks. You want to have it with 2 dudes.
It's the gay Q.
Yeah, it's the gay Q, not the J. Gay Q, buddy. Oh, it's the final frontier, buddy. Like, imagine, like, he's doing this publicly. Like, are you aware we're live right now, sir? Like, holy shit.
The red pill is not the
GQ. Yeah, they have a whole magazine.
Girls lie about orgasming and coming, and they lie about everything. And also, sex isn't about them. And if you really want to, like,
who cares if they orgasmed or not?
Blue Chew, but with
what?
Yeah, right.
Okay, hold on. Why? Okay, so somehow, like, you want to have sex with a man because the woman's gonna fake her orgasm. But if I came in her, am I really that stressed about whether she faked her orgasm or not that it ruined it for me? And then therefore, the conclusion that even if you do care, right, about her getting off, the conclusion of that then is, so you're going to have sex with a man. How about no, Elijah? How about no? How about this is like grooming cope?
What's the argument though? Is that you could see them come?
Let's go back.
Okay, well, let's rewind and surgically operate this one.
Girls lie about orgasming and coming, and they lie about everything. And also, sex isn't about them. And if you really want to like perform well, you probably have to take a blue.
Okay,
wait!
So Elijah is admitting that in order to get hard with a woman, he has to take a blue chew or a Viagra.
But not with men?
Oh no! Homo alert! Homo alert!
No way! This is not.
This is gay. This is as gay as
yes,
it gets,
yes.
bro.
This is the crazy.
Even this guy who's advocating for is like holding. He's like, what do you mean?
He's like this. Look at his hands. He's like, are you fucking kidding me?
But with two women, it's what you're thinking a threesome is not. A threesome with your bro and a girl and a threesome with two girls is very different.
Well, yes.
That is a fall moment.
Those are two very different things. One of them you might actually enjoy. The other one is a horrific gay nightmare, you know?
This is fucking crazy.
When you're with a hoe you don't like, it's much more fun to grab one of your homies.
What? Okay, wait.
No.
Wait. Ash,
said no straight man ever. Said no straight man ever. This was the craziest shit. I was just going down this rabbit hole. I'm like, whoa, man, this guy's fucking wild.
It's better to grab one of your buddies and what?
And fuck a girl because.
Huh? You're holding your buddy as you're thrusting into a woman?
Are you holding hands during this time? Are you high-fiving to change positions?
Are you making out?
What?
When you're fucking her, you don't love her, by the way. You don't love her. You don't know.
Huh?
She can't talk to you the whole time because either
she can't.
But
are you having a chat during sex?
You know, what are we talking about here?
Wait, what?
And by the way, like you can absolutely can. You know what do we mean by this?
Hey, you like that, bitch? Like, you know,
your dick's in her mouth or your friend's dick's in your mouth, and
your friend's
did you hear that?
In your mouth?
He did not say your friend's dick's in her mouth. He said your friend's dick is in your mouth.
Let's go back.
And her to you the whole time.
Let's go back.
Because either your dick's in her mouth or your friend's dick's in your mouth. And
yes!
Bro, he's actually managed to even the cuckold. Like the cuckold is like, this is shameful.
I got a message.
Like his head is on the fucking desk, bro.
Yo, oh my god, dude, this is crazy.
And
it turns
in her
out
mouth,
the girl is actually
like,
no.
This is the funniest clip.
Mouth or your friend's dick's in your mouth, and in her mouth, and it's like
wait, this hitting the fall button?
Yeah, this guy's hitting the fall. The cuckold is hitting the fall. When you're getting fawed by the creator of the cock pill, it's over.
I thought it was added in post.
One of the doesn't matter, dude. It's like, well, I don't want to fuck a girl after a guy's been inside her. It's not a guy, it's your homie, you know? Yeah.
Dude,
I just say just threesome.
Wait, the fuck?
Gentlemen, threesome's your homie. It's your boy, dude.
That's somehow gayer for some reason. I don't know. That's crazy.
No, that's beyond fucking gay.
Like it'd be insane.
Hey, what? If you skinny dip with your boy in a lake, were you gay?
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, the way if you say it like that,
who's skinny dipping in the lake with guys?
Like
with
just
the
you
bros?
and your boy, like
just you and the boys skinny dipping in the fucking lake, like.
And he's saying it like that. Is it gay if you?
Because you're naked together. Like, what do you?
Look at him. The guy went like this.
He's like,
Watch.
what?
The guy's
it was just like, yes, it is gay.
You know what?
There ain't nothing gay. What? If you skinny dip with your boy in a lake, were you gay? Because you're naked together. Like, what do you turn on by your, homie's dick in the gym? Yes, you are.
Oh!
Okay. Hang on. I have to get the sound effect myself.
God. Oh my god.
I don't even. This clip is easiest clip, I think.
Bad news for you. That means you're gay.
You're gay.
You're gay. You're homo. You're queer. I don't know what to say. You love cock. You're talking about getting bricked up by your buddy's boner in the gym.
You put a dick in your mouth. Is that gay? I mean, is it?
Is it really? When you think about it, it's just your bro getting you off.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It's a bro job, buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
Your friend. No homo, but you're just figuring it out.
Yeah, you go, no homo while his dick's in your mouth, you know? This episode is fucking off.
No, but it's like it's like.
Is he in his boxers?
He is. He's in his boxers. So Elijah, for whatever reason, has decided to go live with a cuckold in a ski mask in his boxers. To have this conversation for all in the world to see.
Everyone's saying brick check. Let's check his fucking cock.
It's like.
Are we doing a cock check, buddy?
I'll do a zoom in.
We're never beating the allegations that in fact we're
gay. Let's see, guys. We're gonna do
Happy Pride Month, Chad.
We're gonna do a zoom.
Happy Pride Month.
It's like one of the things where it's like, I don't know. I'm kind of with the sexuality thing. It's like, even if you double fuck in one pussy, whatever, it's not gay. It's your homie, in the ass, the pussy, whatever.
In the ass?
Whose ass?
Whose ass, sire?
Yes, sir.
Is the woman watching you have sex with your bro?
Wait. Is there more of this clip? Like,
this is
all day. This is crazy.
I don't know. We have to find the whole stream, don't we?
This is insane. I'll clip this. I'll clip hours. This is insane.
It's like
the gay segment, our dream.
And it's kind of cool because like you're both trying to fuck a chick and you got your boy there. And
this guy's praying. He's like,
God, please, God, let this homo pass for me now. What is this shit?
And you're like, kind of like, yeah, suck his dick,
Wait,
what? No! He did it in real time. He's real time on Elijah. And Elijah's just not getting the hint at all. Like, he just keeps going, yeah, suck his dick. What do you mean, suck his dick? Hold up.
I have to have that sound on the soundboard as well.
And you're like, kind of like, yeah, suck his dick, my boy.
My boy? And then he goes, or girl. So I guess he's trying to say, the girl will suck his dick. He'd be like, yeah, suck his dick.
But you're cheering on while he's getting his dick sucked?
I think that's how he's selling it to the cuck. Is that you're watching your buddy suck your girl's dick. But it's like, he's like, what? I don't know. This is crazy. This is degenerate stuff.
No, this is the craziest thing ever to say out loud. Yes, it is.
Cuck pill's underdeveloped. I think your cuck, and it's not your
cuck pill is underdeveloped.
And so I think maybe your
the
cuck
pill should be aborted.
Yes.
There's no such thing as the cuck pill.
What the?
Is it a suppository? I guess you'd like the suppository for the cuck. Come on.
Wait, he said suck your girl's dick?
Your girl's dick.
Does he mean he's like a trans, right?
It's a girl cock. That's what he's really talking about. He's having a threesome with a girl and a guy. Yeah.
Underdeveloped. I think your cuck pilling is actually way underdeveloped. I think that your cuck pilling is not actually fully. You're too young to understand what you're thinking.
Okay.
So basically, he's green guy. He's like, what you really are is gay. You're not a cock.
You're not gay enough? Is that what he's saying?
No, he's saying like you think you're a cock, but actually you're gay, and you just don't understand. So I'm gonna take you to my platinum blonde buddy's house, and we're gonna blow out your back, and then you're gonna realize the cock pill wasn't the truth, and the homo pill was the truth all along, buddy. That's what this is.
And I think that what you're thinking of is threesomes, or even foursomes, but with your boys, where it's like
foursomes with the boys. foursomes with the boys?
How is this real?
What? What?
No, how is this fucking real, dude? Are you kidding me? Chat's being fucking hilarious right now, by the way.
No, I just want to watch it all go down. I don't even want to participate.
Okay.
Wait, so this guy's based. He's like, I don't want to be part of that.
No, he's not. No, he said he wants to just watch, which is even more. Andy, what are you saying?
I didn't know
what
that.
Are you
I
saying,
thought he means he didn't want to be in the room.
I actually don't know what's crazier, what Elijah just said or what Buddy just said. You know?
Okay, what's the cock?
Andy, what do you think it is? He thinks that being a cock is the answer because that's what fires him up is watching other people fuck. But Elijah is telling him he wants to get fucked up the ass and that the true answer is a foursome with the bros.
So they're both retarded for different reasons.
Well, Buddy's rebuttal was just that he just wants to watch, which is crazy. Like, I actually don't know who's
they
more
both
mind
should
broken.
be put into a fucking pit.
Now, you got to go into the
and
loony
buried alive.
Bin. The loony bin for
I'd
these
love to.
fuckers.
I actually don't like that's fucking twisted. They all should be fucking put into the pit.
Blink 18220 says, now guys, I've donated 4 times and this is the first rage quit you've read. What happened? You wanted my money. We've got 1 Baba Booey 1 for 10 subs.
Okay, what's worse, cuck or gay then?
Moon Carbuncle says Elijah is quoting the Clav Orbiter verbatim. I don't know. I didn't. We apparently covered that on Monday. I don't think we did. We've got Cambridge Police says, get your piss-stained pride flags out, chat. It's the Pride Month stream. Jazz getting cucked, iDubbbz is getting pegged, and DSP is BBC drunk. And 1 Baba Booey is like, can't wait for his wife to finish her study sessions to show her the Elijah segment you guys are doing. Absolute Kino. Jeremy's Racetrack says, no cock check, no Peter grazing. Melanie on my Mac says, is Elijah out gaying the casino? He may just be doing it.
Yes, of course
Control
he
Your
is.
Vessel for a sub. Zeverine Gator for a sub. Blink 18220 says, I didn't finish. Don't care, bitch. I did. God doesn't care if you come, so why should I? Bulu Cthulhu says, Dawn Fleur helped an actual cancer victim rejected by Jeremy Dale Hambley. Hashtag donate to Jer's Dent. What a saint Dawn is, really. We got Blink 18220 says, fucking a girl is gay. Other guys have been there, so you're basically getting off on touching dick. Okay, Elijah. Okay. All right, continuing on.
So cuck is losing. Cuck is losing compared to gay.
So at least being gay, you're engaging in sexual activity.
You're at least sucking a penis. Yeah, exactly.
You're at least sucking a dick.
Or
not
taking it in the ass.
masturbating to somebody. The true answer is the worst is a gay cock. That's when it's truly over.
Yeah, yeah.
Why did I?
You can't tell gay ass guys.
So they're trying to argue. So people in chat, they're saying gay top is highest, then cock, then gay bottom, then gay cock.
Okay.
I don't know. I honestly don't know the power rankings. These are questions that we really never had to answer until the modern Groiper age. But the Groipers have opened up a whole new world of homosexuality to us. So it's a whole new world.
At least you're sucking a penis, Andy.
At least you're sucking
At least you're
dick.
sucking a dick, you know?
Well, is it gayer to suck the dick or jerk off to 2 guys sucking each other's dick in the room? What's worse? That's the question at hand.
I think we've said enough during that part. Let's continue.
Did we? Or did we have to?
I think there's enough to clip out of that. Okay, let's continue.
Oh, no.
Nick Fuentes
now,
on my show.
Bring it back. So this is now the smoking gun.
Okay.
This is, so if you weren't convinced he was gay from the last clip, he's just going to outright tell us he's gay now. Okay?
Okay.
Why did I have to have Nick Fuentes on my show? I was just a happy little queer kid in LA.
What? He's a queer kid in LA. He's gay. He was living the dream of sucking dick in West Hollywood at the Pink Pony Club. And then Nick Fuentes came around and ruined his career.
Okay. Is that so? Are they? So I'm assuming that him and Fuentes aren't friends anymore, right?
I don't know. They are though. I'm pretty sure Fuentes was still like defending this guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Last time I checked, maybe he disavowed.
Okay. Just a happy little gay kid.
Having fun on Blaze.
I was just happy little gay kid making with blonde hair.
Their little show.
Like a little tiny show. I had a little tiny wife. I had a little the biggest controversy in my wife is I was gonna mix my genes with an Irish. Like that was the drama. It's like you really want to make kids woman, you know? That was the drama. People tell me, and it's like I was just.
What the fuck is it going on with this fucking guy?
This is a mental crisis. I was watching. I'm like, this guy's fucked. Like, I didn't realize it was this bad.
This is crazy. Is he crying?
It's like a man. For real. It's an unhinged episode. Like he's alternating between crying and laughing at the same time. Okay. But you can tell like he's on the edge of a psychotic break, or we're witnessing a psychotic break. You know what I mean?
What the fuck is wrong?
It's manic.
I was just talking to people. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to talk to people.
There's not a single soul who watches this unironically. There can't be.
No,
there actually can't.
Silly jokes.
Just making some silly jokes with the boys. I was a good little Jewish house nigga, and and I'm like, damn, I was a good house nigga. I hope they again.
Okay. I can see why his wife left him.
Master, would you please forgive us? Annie? Is that you?
Okay. Exactly. What the fuck is that? Like, Christ, oh my God. Help me. I'm like,
Gabe, please take me back. Gabe, come back. You can blame it all on me.
I feel like I'm losing my mind today, dude.
I swear on my knees.
Holy shit. Today doesn't even feel real.
Okay, I think this is the final clip.
Okay.
Which was this was yesterday, or maybe okay, we have two more clips. So you've just witnessed all of that. So now you're witnessing the tough guy version. So after you just saw his like manic breakdown, now here he is threatening to destroy people's lives. And after all of that I saw, I just couldn't take this seriously. Okay.
I did see this one, but so shocked at the other clips. I'm like, what the fuck?
You cross me, fuck you the fuck up.
You cross me, and I'm gonna fuck you the fuck up. I'm gonna call my boyfriend Tyrone. It's gonna fuck your ass. Like, what is it? What is it, bro? No one can take you seriously. You're a faggot. Like, I don't know what it's like this tough guy. Like, at least with Milo, it's like he really is just the slimiest.
He does
snake.
do some insane things,
like I just don't believe him. Does anyone believe him?
It's like Ralph status. It's like Ralph level, like, I'm gonna ruin your life, bitch.
And I already have a list of people, and I'm going to go one by one, and I'm going to fuck your shit up.
Is it crossing him when he has the mental breakdown and everyone goes, whoa?
You know what I mean? Like, how can you not point and go, this guy's insane?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, how dare you? Well, no, how dare you? Fuck you.
Yo, I'll say this. Sydney Watson knew how to fucking pick him, man.
Well, this is my thing, though, is it's like, it's hard to believe that he really did harass Sydney Watson because he's so gay. But I guess he's a bi, like he's a savage gay animal that's just out. Any hole is a goal for this homo.
I can see why Sydney Watson doesn't have a co-host anymore. Have PTSD if your last two co-hosts were Elijah and Quartering. So just saying.
Fuck the living shit out of your ass little lives, okay? And not incriminate myself. I'm not going to tell you who's on that list. But over the next several years, years from now, your shit's going to get fucked.
In 5 years, I swear I'll get you.
I have a 5-year plan for revenge.
Get the fuck out of here.
Let me tell you what? Like, I'm super. Thanks for asking. Like, it's just insane. Like,
5-year plan. Look at his face here.
No, he really is scuffed Milo, bro. This is like Milo at home. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, Milo has to felt this.
The five queer.
Yeah, your shit's going.
Yeah, buddy, that's just your foursome gangbang later tonight, buddy. The 5 queer man. He has a 10 that will be entering into his. I don't know if he actually has like an enemies list, but he definitely has a dick list.
Yeah, yeah, dicks to suck list. You know what I mean?
In 5 years, his HIV will be AIDS, and Jaden won't have anything to worry about.
Timu Milo, yep.
Rocked, and like I'm telling you, like one person who me,
like you know.
Let me tell you, like one time, this guy he like crossed me, and then I roofied his drink, and my friends fucked his ass. Like, okay, I'm sure it did happen down at the Pony Club.
Your shit's going to get rocked, and like I'm telling you, like
shit in.
I'll push your shit.
I'm like tough. You better believe me. I'm tough.
Look at his hand. He's like this.
Put him up.
He's doing like a.
Look at this. Look at this. This is the zestiest thing I've ever seen, bro.
That's
this platinum blonde receding hairline, buddy. It's
over. It's over.
It's total twink death for Elijah Schaefer. He's like 57 years old.
Wow. What an old man.
Like one person who crossed me, I got their baby daddy to kick them out of the house and break up with them.
Okay, I know who he's talking about.
He turned them gay and had sex with them. That's what he's claiming.
Okay.
He's Mr. Steal Your Man.
Crossed me. I will fuck you. I will ruin your life for crossing me. And I'm sorry I didn't get even with people. Max. And you might not know it's me. You might not know it's me. And if I do a good job, you won't know it's me.
So what you think is like in 5 years, so if like, anything bad happens,
if you got into a car crash, it was me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure the man behind the curtain. Yeah,
it's he was the grand thing, right? It's the sticks, like the stole.
I curse you.
Yeah.
But your shit's gonna get fucked up, and I'm gonna make sure that it hurts. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that it's painful.
Peter.
About hypothetically here, of course. We're talking about in the legal bounds. We're not legal. We're talking about legal stuff here. Yeah. But I'm going to get back at every one of you. Then
shut the fuck up.
His mind says the Lord.
Chill
and you know
out.
what? I
don't. The
You're
Lord
invoking God.
Get the hell.
Leave God out of this, buddy.
Yeah, on revenge, a revenge magic. Like, get the hell out of here.
Give the vengeance to him, but I believe in justice, and I'm not going to get revenge. I'm going to get justice. I'm not getting even. I'm going to
justice. The justice was you being kicked out for being a fucking weirdo. Shut the fuck up.
Make you feel what you tried to feel. Make me feel.
OMG, vengeance is mine, thus saith the Lord. You know God was the first homo who came up with the rainbow. Like that.
Are you hearing this, dude?
Like, what are we, like, what is this, bro?
I don't know, dude.
And you shall know that my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee. Like, you ever hear of Ezekiel 25:17?
Weaker person than me, you're a fucking pieces of shit. You're a bunch of bitches, and you're going to pay the price for what you've done. If you want to do it in court, we can do it in court, and some of you will be in court.
You felt it yourself, Elijah. Like, and people called you out.
This is the self-felt of the century, isn't it? That cuck pill clip is honestly one of like a top 5 all time. It's up there with the Sneako Glory Hole Club from, and it's like, gee, I wonder why the right wing loses. It's because it turned gay,
you know, or cocks or Glory Hole Club members
or pedophiles, etc.
It's like, what the fuck?
And some of you will have no idea why shit's just getting so messed up in your personal life or what's going on. And I just want you to remember.
In your personal life. So if you have like a breakup, it was me. Like if you don't.
Me all along. This is like the SP's King Snake. It was I, the author of all your pain.
Right? Like that's actually very embarrassing.
Ziggy says he reminds me of the gay assistants from the Entourage TV show.
Actually, yes.
This is GPP's Rusty Sherpas. Why does he sound like Big Gay Al from South Park? I think that's the impression I'm doing. But this guy sounds like that too. And we got Blink 18220 says they say a third of people are gay. No, buddy. No.
Who's they?
And Who's they? You? And he goes, and I know Triple P isn't gay, so Worski, do you want to tell us something? Maybe okay, we got Crow
allegedly.
Says getting threatened by Elijah is like getting mugged by R.I.P. Taylor. And Lucius says, me and my buddy met Elijah Schaefer. Is your anal virginity intact, sire? He says, and he always has been obviously an F slur. Also, can y'all felt short fat otaku? Isn't that guy like dead?
Yeah, he hasn't posted in 10 years. What the fuck?
Is he? What are you talking about? He's still around? No, he's not.
I heard it from him 4 years ago, like one tweet. He was making fun of like H3 or something, but I'm like,
they're saying he's still around?
What?
Is he really?
No way.
What can he possibly be doing in the big 2-6, bro?
I can't even remember what he sounds like, to be honest. Honestly, man.
Okay, and then we've got Snack Bottle Gaming says needs more black cock talk for a true casino experience. Trans cock son is new game plus. P.S. If Hycerianism doesn't donate right now, he's gonna wear HCB like a hat. Triforce Tony says in the Kino Rogues Gallery, who is the Joker and who is Two-Face? Ralph's probably the Joker, isn't he?
Yeah.
And Two-Face is like...
Who's someone that, like, was cool?
Is it Phil? The King Snake?
Yeah,
Phil?
I guess it was.
No, I think
looks like
quartering's Two-Face, but with quarters.
Yeah, yeah, the quartering.
So he's saying Fuentes is Two-Face? That's true. He is probably the most two-faced person. We got Cheers, 2 black dads for 5 subs. Rat Lord says, wait a minute, Warskin, no! Okay, let's continue.
All right, let's go.
Remember what you did to me. And I want you to remember that I've never not gotten even with someone in a way that people don't talk to me. You know why people?
I
a lot of people.
that very much.
He's like stumbling over this threat.
Okay. All right, go to the next clip.
Isn't he not stumbling over this threat?
Here's our final Elijah clip, and then we'll be moving on. So this was just yesterday. This is what was the impetus for this entire segment.
Okay.
Was Elijah showed up to work just blackout drunk, and it couldn't even be ignored, and they had to tard round. Okay, so let's have a look here.
What the fuck is this, Desk?
And so, yeah, I think we should definitely take a trip out there.
Strange thing to have, isn't it?
Is this guy okay? Oh my god, dude! This fucking
he's got a Helen Keller t-shirt.
Look at his like his skin is just like tight around his teeth.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
No, we're gonna make some content. So actually, tomorrow.
Okay, he's blackout. This is blackout.
Thursday. Yes,
I've been there, bud.
I have some stuff I have to actually do, but let's make some stuff I have to do.
I have some stuff I gotta do. This. Oh no!
Don't call me pal, buddy. Like, what are you talking about?
JFK content tomorrow. Actually, no one's doing that, and we're here. Yeah. Let's use Dallas to our advantage. Like, let's make JFK content. Like, it's kind of like right.
What?
Make a lot of JFK content
because he got assassinated in Dallas. I mean, sire, it's been like 60 fucking years.
Yeah, it's like move on.
It's like
yeah, we will.
Got Indians, JFK. Here's the deal. It's like this.
Okay, this is blackout in the basement with a boy.
No, he is. He
absolutely guys, hang on. Let me explain this. I got it.
Hold on. I
got it.
So,
well, we have 2 more topics.
Sometimes a cigar is not just a cigar, right? Sometimes a cigar is a substitute penis for a gay blackout drunk man with platinum.
Yeah, I'd say so.
The way he sucked that cigar.
Yeah, he's like sucking it with his like hand wrapped around it.
There's no fucking teeth when he sucks her down. He's got some experience as a throat goat. Oh, he's a throat goat, dog. You can tell.
Just saying, like long conspiracy topics.
Saying that, let him cook.
Are they saying?
Look at his eyes here.
Let him cook. Imagine saying let him cook. The chef's drunk. Throw him out of the kitchen. He's fucking wasted. He's gonna burn the meal. Don't let him cook. Get him away from the fire, bro. He's gonna burn it down. Get him away from the grill, dude.
Yeah, I think
the propane tank explodes. Yeah,
everyone's gonna die. Let him sleep. Actually, let's get this guy a pillow.
Let him nap. Yeah, we need him.
Let him nap.
We need bread and water. Stat. You know.
Look, are they? Look at his eyes. They saying that
one person.
Person.
I hate the fact
one person is trolling me and Georgie.
I hate to let you guys.
That's what it is. Person in chat, and it's a troll.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I hate to let you know
we have the Aurora, Texas space crash, and the giant Nephilim skulls that we want to talk about.
People that follow me like to hear what I'm saying, and
oh no.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh yeah, you know, people tune in for me, not you, Magneto. yeah, you really? Yeah, you think people want to hear what you want to say, Gator? No, they're here for me. I'm the man around here, dude.
Holy shit, dude.
That's kind of crazy to understand.
I think a guy's like trying to like speak over him to hide his drunk, but it's not working at all.
And they like to hear.
Yes, but Elijah, we have a guest on the show today.
Hey, I'm just happy to be here.
He's like, oh, he's fucking lost.
And we can do this any other day.
Like, listen, any other day you can get blackout drunk and be crazy, but you know we have a guest here. What? You're being some sort of fucking vagabond.
I'll show you guest cocksucker.
I'll show you a guest.
Pulls his dick out. Starts pissing everywhere.
Any other show, we can do this.
It's like imagine getting mad at Nick Fuentes for sharing his own thoughts on something.
Yeah.
It's like you're on my show.
Sir, you are no Nick Fuentes, okay? Maybe you're both throat-goated, but come on. Do you think that you shut down Nick Fuentes on his show? I'm a big deal, just like him, bitch.
This is fucking crazy.
And you're
imagine Nick Fuentes invites.
By the way, Nick Fuentes to him, I see
a bunch of men into his ass. Is that what he's about to say? Go ahead.
He's like Tim Pool for the quartering, isn't it? Like he brings up like Nick Fuentes, how the quartering always brings up Tim Pool.
Yeah.
Like an example.
He wants to skinwalk Fuentes.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the conspiracy guy on his show, and then talks about like random bullshit the whole time.
Blacks and pep.
End the show.
The guy's like Elijah's bro. He's rattled. That's like a Ralph face. Like when he's seething.
See what he's like.
Holy, zoom in on him, bro.
Son of a bitch. What you say to me? What was that? Holy shit, dude. Is it yesterday?
Peptides and yo, Nikki's really small. Yo, I work.
And these guys are trying to be normal, but like Elijah's ruining the fucking
pretending like there's nothing wrong, but there's a lot wrong here.
Yeah, dude. This is crazy.
Yo, and Nikki and his ass is tiny.
20-minute rant. Yeah, dude. But anyway.
We have to mess with you, brother.
Why are you talking about asses?
Yes!
Why are you talking about asses?
He's like, oh, now I'm interested.
Was it men?
Tiny ass? What?
I didn't.
What? I didn't
say that.
You said his ass is really small?
Brother, I meant like we're.
He's like, brother in Christ, what are you talking about? That's not what I meant.
Buns are too small for my hot dog. You got the small buns for the foot long. Whoa.
He got hit with the fucking brother, man. Come on. brother, please.
Talking about working out.
I'm funny. How am I funny? What the fuck?
Like working out asses? I'm talking about.
Oh my God, dude. We're talking about lifting. I'm saying like you were saying I was small. Let's go on to some.
He's like, let's move on.
Conspiracy.
Well, there's two more. There's two more we want to talk about. I'm very interested.
We got some more stuff.
No, I'm not holding up. I'm literally not going to hold up. Okay, we have Aurora, Texas space crash.
Did we watch this full episode unedited?
I'm sure we could. I'm sure we could. It's yesterday's episode of that. This is content, though. I think Jaden is on to something, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Jaden's on to something, man. The moment I saw the trough clip, I was like, okay, there's something here. Yeah. Then I saw the cuck pill clip, and I was Like, I'm like, yeah, this is gold.
I'll link Jaden McNeil, you know, up a friend of the show. Like, awesome work, man. Like, this is funny stuff, dude. This is funny stuff.
There's a video in there if you can pull it up, Elijah. If you don't mind, pal. Pull up the video.
He's in control.
Elijah can't pull up the video. Are you crazy?
Oh, he has the video.
Elijah is in control.
I'm in control. If you call me pal,
I'm in
one more
control.
time.
Oh my God.
You don't call me pal.
He did the thing.
You call me pal one more fucking time, Bill. I'll fucking swear. You gotta have respect. Understand? Oh, no.
Yo, I think someone in chat says, don't call me buddy. And okay, this is hilarious.
You don't like it?
I will slit your throat.
Okay.
Okay, it is
This
Ralph.
is the greatest.
You call me that, I'll fucking slit your throat. Get crazier though. It gets crazier. Watch
Okay,
it
I'm
go.
gonna put Jaden's link
goes.
here for you all. Just if you want to follow, he does this stuff too. Here you go.
Fuck the hole in your throat. Don't
In
do
Minecraft.
that.
What?
I'm
like
gonna
it.
slit
I
your
will
throat.
slit
Fuck
your
the
throat.
whole bitch. What?
And fuck
What?
the hole in your throat. Don't
In
do that.
Minecraft.
No,
Oh my God.
No. In
no,
real life.
No. In real life, that throat hole is getting filled up. It is.
So he's not a girl. It's only problematic if he's a girl.
What?
Wait.
Oh,
Did you hear that?
It's the old Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde Crowder routine again. Once you get a couple drinks in this guy, the mask slips. And it's only problematic to have sex with a woman, you know.
I mean,
Problematic. Dude,
Well, go ahead.
the guy goes, go ahead. Like,
It's
that's
over. He
that's
knows
the-
it's over.
you
He knows
gave
it's
up,
over,
right?
and there's
Yeah.
no saving it. Your boss just talked about how he was going to kill you and throat fuck your corpse. I'd
Not
say it's
in
official.
Minecraft. Yeah.
It's like, how much worse could it really get? You know?
Hey, wait, this is definitely a.
It is.
That is.
Let's hear
We got Vaporwave for 2,000 kicks. Says Schaefer's show might actually be gayer than a bathhouse Thursday at True Capitalist Radio. It's tough to beat. Dress rehearsal at Crowder's studio with the fancy pants.
Oh, man.
Let's hear it, pal.
don't do that.
Let's hear it, pal.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Don't do that shit on air. Period.
No, he reminds me of Andy Dick.
Yes.
He's got the Andy Dick drunk.
That, like when he gets like try people like to gay rape them, but he's no real threat because he's just such a little wink. You know?
Yes, it has the Andy Dick like fucking like expressions. Like this.
Yeah.
Don't do that shit.
That's an Andy
on
Dick.
air. Period.
That's crazy.
It's the predator. It's the predator drunk.
I'm scared for everyone in this room.
The gay,
right now.
effeminate predator. Yeah.
He doesn't have any weapons, right? Please tell me he has no weapons.
Honestly, I don't know.
Oh my God. Uh-oh.
Do we want to get on with the show?
Oh,
or
yeah.
what?
Like, let's go.
There is no show. What do you like? This guy is so optimistic, man. This guy, like, somehow, like, nothing can get this guy down. You know, like, he's like, no, the show must go on. No, the show must be shut down. It's over. It's done.
This guy is trying to be a pro.
What's he doing here?
He's like,
I'm scared for this guy, dude.
Well, that guy gets
we have-
sodomized on the date. Like, two more. Come on, bro. You know right well that guy has to bottom for Elijah, man. Look at him.
Yes.
Top, Elijah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
So
the
we'll
topics.
go on.
Okay.
That's why people like
I'm
the
asking
show,
you to pull
'cause
up the video.
I'm authentic. I'm myself.
We have a video that we have to pull.
No, it's like, don't do that shit on my show.
I'm saying, can you pull up
no,
the video?
don't do that shit on my show.
Oh, he's like,
No.
maybe we just do a topic. He's like, don't do that shit on my show.
We don't do topics on my show, bitch. I know. People are here for me. Well, there's nobody there. Ravings of a delusional narcissist detached from reality. Yeah.
Fuck, dude. This is the best. I didn't know it was going to be this funny. Holy shit.
Okay, so no video. We're not going to pull it up.
But
Okay.
I agree. Like, you know, it's like
JFK is like kind of like actually a big topic, and we never got answers.
What?
And I think JFK became
even with the documents.
Well, yeah, I think JFK became a international problem because like it's like you can kill the president of the U.S.
Oh, okay, look, Elijah, you can't do this topic. This is not the topic,
buddy.
For you,
buddy, you're not the first person to be skeptical about the assassination of JFK. This is the guy that's gonna solve it, bro. How the magic bullet, was it from the grassy knoll? Was it Lee Harvey? Was it Jack Ruby? What happened? Who knows? This guy's gonna get to the bottom of it.
Doesn't matter. Stop texting Georgie.
What? Stop texting Georgie.
They got to unplug the router. Somebody's got. This is like the emergency, like you just spill coffee on the fucking computer. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, this is you punch your graphics card. You fucking
for the next.
Oh, sorry guys, we had a technical issue yesterday.
Let's go. Interesting to me.
Interested in the assy hole, not the grassy hole.
Yo, look at this guy in the assy hole.
This
is fucking.
That's Ralph, though, isn't it?
It is. God.
I love talking about this type of thing, these topics. I grew up.
Can he just not drink or do drugs and do a show? Like,